All right, welcome back to the deep dive. We're always on the lookout for those resources that just, well, cut through the noise.
Yeah, the ones that give you those genuine aha moments.
Exactly, the ones you've been searching for that take complex ideas and just distill them into practical, actionable wisdom. And we really feel we struck gold with the Mind Evolution channel on YouTube.
Oh, absolutely. Their content is fantastic.
We've been absolutely captivated by their early stuff, their foundational work, and we're truly excited today to share a deep dive into some of their very first videos.
Specifically, the initial 10 they ever released, right? Going back to the beginning.
That's the plan. Think of this as your expertly guided tour through insights that, quite frankly, have the potential to profoundly shift how you approach, well, pretty much everything in your life.
It's powerful stuff, even from the very start.
Today, we're not just skimming the surface. We're meticulously extracting the most important nuggets of knowledge, those surprising facts, and the clear, practical tools you can start using right now.
The goal is to help you accelerate your personal evolution. Find that success you're looking for.
Absolutely. So settle in because this is going to be incredibly insightful. Let's jump right into our first big idea then. Because, if you're anything like me, you've probably felt stuck in that frustrating loop of, I'll do it tomorrow.
A little more times than I can count, yeah.
Yeah, right. Procrastination. It's not just a bad habit, is it? It feels like this invisible weight just constantly holding us back, pushing those dreams just out of reach.
It's a feeling so many of us recognize. And what our deep dive into Mind Evolution's early content really highlights is that procrastination isn't merely a sign of laziness, like people often assume.
Right, that's the common view.
Exactly. Instead, they make a really compelling case for it being a silent enemy, almost an invisible force that actively sabotages success from the inside out.
Sabotages from the inside. Okay.
Its true roots, they explain, lie in these deeper psychological patterns, primarily doubt and indecision. Every single time we hesitate, we inadvertently feed that very enemy.
So it's doubt and indecision, not just putting things off.
Precisely. And the real danger, where it gets kind of insidious, is how it disguises itself as comfort. Your mind whispers things like, ooh, tomorrow's a better day to start, or...
You just need a bit more information for...
Exactly. Or wait for the perfect time, the right mood. But the brutal truth, as Mind Evolution really underscores, is that every single time you give in to that whisper, you're actually training your brain to fail.
Wow, training your brain to fail, that's stark.
It is. You're quite literally programming yourself for a life of just drifting, where you're always reacting to circumstances instead of consciously creating your path.
That's a powerful reframe, seeing it as doubt and indecision fueling it rather than just a lack of willpower. But, for listeners who've felt stuck in that pattern for years, maybe decades, how does one even begin to fight back against this invisible force? Is it really about just waiting for some big burst of motivation to strike?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah.
And our findings from Mind Evolution show the key isn't waiting for some, magical bolt of motivation to hit you out of the blue.
Which never seems to come when you need it.
Right. It's a myth, actually. The real leverage point, the secret, is making one single powerful choice. The decision to act before you feel ready.
Before you feel ready. Okay, that's counterintuitive for a lot of people.
It really is. But think about the individuals who achieve extraordinary things. They don't sit around waiting until they feel perfectly inspired or 100% prepared. They simply decide to move forward.
They just go.
They just go. They intuitively understand this core psychological law. Action creates motivation, not the other way around.
Action creates motivation?
It's a fundamental paradigm shift. Yeah. They stop asking that common paralyzing question, should I do this? The one that keeps you stuck. And instead, they shift their language and, more importantly, their internal frame to asking, how can I do this?
From should I to how can I?
Exactly. That tiny shift in language, as Mind Evolution masterfully explains, changes absolutely everything about your approach. And the most crucial point to grasp here is this. You don't need a perfect plan.
Right. Perfectionism is another trap.
Totally. You don't need absolute certainty about the outcome or every single step you'll take. What you truly need is just to make a choice, any choice that moves you forward, and then take immediate action on it.
Just one step.
One step. That one simple act has the power to shatter the mental pattern of delay and put you squarely back in the driver's seat of your life. It's like breaking a spell, honestly.
So, okay, you've embraced that first choice, you've taken that initial step, which is awesome. But how do you ensure that spark becomes, a sustainable flame? How do you keep that momentum going so
Yeah.
you don't just fall back into those old patterns
Mm.
when the initial enthusiasm inevitably fades?
Yeah, that's the critical follow-up, isn't it? The answer lies in what mind evolution aptly calls one of the most powerful forces in the universe:
Momentum.
momentum. The secret sauce. It really is the secret sauce. It makes every subsequent step easier and more natural than the last. They use this fantastic illustration. Picture a massive locomotive sitting completely still on the tracks.
Okay, got it.
And you could probably stop it with something as tiny as a little block of wood.
Right. Inertia.
Exactly. But once that same locomotive is barreling down the tracks at full speed, its sheer momentum means it will smash right through a concrete wall without even slowing down.
Unstoppable force.
Your mind works in an uncannily similar way. Procrastination keeps you at that standstill, where every little obstacle, every minor inconvenience seems huge and insurmountable. But once you start moving, once you generate that initial momentum, you become that unstoppable force.
So how do you get the train moving then? If you're stuck at the station?
It's actually incredibly simple, and this is the beauty of it. Don't overwhelm yourself by thinking about the entire journey. Just focus on a tiny micro-commitment.
Micro-commitment. Like,
Okay, so if you have a massive report to write, don't think about the whole thing. Just commit to writing one sentence.
Ah.
That's it, just one.
one sentence. Okay, I can do that.
Right. Or if your goal is to start going to the gym, forget the whole workout for now. Just commit to putting on your workout clothes.
Just get dressed for it.
Just take that tiny first step. And what you'll almost always find is that your brain naturally wants to keep going. It craves completion. It desires consistency.
Interesting. So the first step triggers the next.
Almost inevitably.
Okay.
And mind evolution drives this home by reminding us of the urgency of time. Every single day, you are given 86,400 seconds. Think of it like a bank account.
That resets every night.
Exactly. It gets a fresh deposit every morning, but it resets to zero at midnight.
Right.
Anything you don't use, any second you let slip by, is gone forever. Momentum isn't just about speed. It's fueled by internalizing this intrinsic urgency.
You have to value that time.
You have to internalize that time is your most valuable asset, and you must stop letting it just disappear into the ether of maybe tomorrow.
That concept of a micro-commitment sparking a larger movement is brilliant. And it seems like truly successful people, they take this even a step further, right? They make it almost impossible for themselves to retreat once they've started.
They absolutely do. The most successful people in the world, they don't just build momentum. They literally eliminate the option of retreat.
Eliminate the option, like burning the bridges.
Precisely. This whole principle, as mind evolution illustrates, stems from ancient military strategy. When an army would cross a bridge to invade enemy territory, the general would famously order the bridge to be burned behind them.
No going back.
Their only options were to win or to perish. There was no escape route. When you consciously remove your own perceived escape routes, whether mentally or physically, your mind achieves this state of absolute clarity.
Because there's only one way to go.
Forward becomes the only direction, the only viable path. It's about committing so fully to your objective that failure genuinely isn't contemplated as an option. It's a powerful psychological hack.
So if we're talking about shattering delay, building momentum, burning bridges, it sounds like we're not just discussing productivity hacks anymore. We're talking about a fundamental shift in identity. What does this all mean for who you ultimately become?
You've absolutely hit on the most crucial transformation of all. This isn't just about getting tasks done or checking off boxes on a to-do list. It's about fundamentally changing who you are at your core.
Shifting your self-concept.
Exactly. It's about shifting from being someone who tries to act to someone who simply is a person of action. Let's be honest, motivation. It's fleeting, isn't it?
Comes and goes. Depends on coffee intake sometimes.
Right. Depends on your mood, immediate feelings.
Yeah.
But your identity, that's permanent, or at least much more stable. Think about brushing your teeth.
Okay.
You don't need motivation for that, do you? You just do it. Why? Because you identify as a person who has good hygiene. It's ingrained.
It's just who you are.
It's just who you are. The ultimate goal here, according to mind evolution, is to make action and productivity operate the exact same way. Not something you do only when you feel like it, but something you do because that's just an intrinsic part of who you are.
So how do you forge that new identity? Especially if the old one feels really strong.
Mind evolution suggests a powerful yet deceptively simple strategy. A 30-day challenge.
Okay, I like challenges.
Pick one key goal. something significant to you, and commit to taking one small action on it every single day for 30 consecutive days. And the key is no exceptions, no excuses, no off days.
Consistency is crucial.
Absolutely. The point isn't even primarily about the immediate results you see in those 30 days, although you'll certainly see some. The true power lies in rewiring your brain.
Ah, the neuroplasticity aspect again.
Exactly. Teaching it to understand that consistent action is now a non-negotiable part of your identity. It's about building a new self-image, brick by brick, through consistent, deliberate choice.
Building on that idea of action and identity, our deep dive into mind evolution really gets into something truly fundamental, the hidden code of success. And they argue it's not just about luck or even sheer hard work. It's about understanding and cultivating core habits.
That's right. So many people feel incredibly stuck, right,
Yeah.
despite putting in a lot of effort. And that traditional formula for success, the idea that if you just find a good opportunity and work really hard, you'll inevitably get there.
The standard advice.
The standard advice.
Here.
Mind evolution reveals it's actually flawed. What the most successful individuals across all fields have intuitively learned, often through painful trial and error, is that success isn't only about what you do, it's fundamentally about who you become.
Who you become, it always comes back to identity.
It always comes back to identity. And that deep transformation, that personal evolution, ultimately comes down to one single profound aspect of your being, your habits. They are, without a doubt, the bedrock of everything else. They're the silent architects of your destiny, working behind the scenes.
So, if habits are the bedrock, the foundation, where do we even begin when it comes to cultivating these powerful changes? It can feel overwhelming. Mind evolution says it all starts with finding your true north, gaining radical clarity from within.
Precisely. Because without a clear direction, you're not actually moving forward. You're just drifting, reacting to whatever external currents push you around.
Like a boat without a rudder.
Exactly. And this is where most people get caught in a frustrating trap without even realizing it. If you ask someone what they don't want in life, they can often give you a detailed list, can't they?
Oh, yeah. Very clear on the don'ts.
But ask them what they do want, what they're actively moving towards, and you're often met with silence or really vague generalities.
I want to be happy. I want more money. Very vague.
Exactly. Mind evolution uses this wonderfully vivid whitewater rafting guide analogy. The best guides, they never just point at the dangers, the rocks, the rapids. They only point to the clear, safe path forward.
Focus on the positive path.
You've got to focus intently on where you want to go. That's why clarity is so incredibly powerful. It's less like a fleeting burst of motivation and more like the ultimate time management tool.
How so? Time management?
Because when your vision is crystal clear, all those distractions, all the conflicting requests, all those shiny opportunities that could pull you off track, they become surprisingly easy to say no to. You know what matters.
Because you know your yes.
You know your yes. And to help you find that kind of profound clarity, they offer a powerful yet simple practical tool, the 7 Whys exercise.
Okay, 7 whys. How does that work?
You ask yourself, why is my goal important to me? Then, whatever your answer is, you ask again, okay, and why is that important? And you repeat this 7 times.
7 levels deep.
7 levels deep. The first few answers will typically be logical, coming from your head. But as you continue, you will literally feel the answer shift from your head down into your heart. And that is where you find the real emotional fuel.
The deep core motivation.
The real emotional fuel that will power you through any obstacle, any setback, any moment of doubt. It connects you to your deepest desires beyond just the surface logic.
Okay, once you've established that powerful why, that emotional fuel, you need the engine to actually propel you towards it. And this next habit is particularly intriguing because, well, it goes against some really common and frankly bad advice many of us have probably heard since childhood.
It does, and this is where it gets really interesting for anyone trying to build momentum. This next habit is all about fueling your engine, and it honestly goes against a lifetime of pervasive, unhelpful advice.
Okay, I'm curious. What's the bad advice?
In fact, Mind Evolution calls it the single biggest lie we're told from the time we're kids. A lie that holds back so many amazing, capable people from reaching their full potential. And that lie is, work on your weaknesses.
Work on your weaknesses.
Well,
That's what everyone says. Become well-rounded.
exactly. Think about it. From school report cards to performance reviews at work, we are constantly conditioned to find what's wrong with us and fix it. We're told this is the path to becoming well-rounded and successful.
Right, identify the gaps and fill them.
But the truth, as Mind Evolution forcefully argues, is that constantly focusing on what you're bad at just makes you feel bad. It literally chips away at your confidence and drains your precious energy.
So it's demotivating.
Terribly demotivating.
Yeah.
The most successful people on earth don't waste their time doing this. Instead, they meticulously identify what they're already naturally good at, what truly energizes them, their inherent strengths.
Okay.
And they pour all their energy into becoming truly masterful in those areas. They amplify their strengths until they become an absolutely unstoppable force.
Double down on what works.
Exactly. This creates a powerful, virtuous cycle of competence, leading to confidence, leading to more competence.
So you've got your clear direction, your why. You've supercharged your engine by focusing on strengths. Now, how do you protect them? Because let's be honest, we live in a world that's constantly throwing negativity and distractions at us, isn't it?
It absolutely is. And that leads us to the third crucial habit, which is all about building what Mind Evolution refers to as armor, a mental and emotional shield to protect your focus and your hard-won momentum.
Building armor, okay, like a filter.
Precisely, a powerful filter. This means you have to consciously choose what you let in. You actively block out the sensationalized negative news that just breeds fear and offers no solutions.
The endless doom scrolling.
Exactly. You tune out unqualified advice, and this is a tough one, even when it comes from people you love who might mean well, but simply don't understand your path or your goals.
Ooh, that's tricky. The well-meaning but unhelpful advice.
It is tricky, and perhaps most importantly, you have to learn to silence that insidious negative voice in your own head that whispers doubts, telling you you're not good enough or that you'll inevitably fail.
The inner critic.
That inner critic. This is especially critical when it comes to discerning who you take advice from. Mind Evolution poses a sharp question. You wouldn't take tennis lessons from someone who's never even held a racket, right?
Of course not.
So, logically, you should only get your guidance from people who are already playing the game you want to play, those who have already achieved what you aspire to. They know the actual path. Someone who failed only knows the dead ends.
Seek out mentors who've done it.
Exactly. And a huge part of mastering your mental environment is also reframing your relationship with your own past. It's so easy to let past failures, heartbreaks, or embarrassments become this heavy anchor,
Dragging you down.
weighing you down. But the elite performers Mind Evolution has studied see their past completely differently. To them, it's just R&D, research and development.
R&D, like in business.
Exactly. It's simply data, valuable lessons learned. They offer this powerful, almost visceral metaphor. Imagine your entire past as a house on fire. You only have enough time to run in with one small suitcase and save the most valuable lessons you've learned. Grab those insights, internalize them,
And let the rest burn.
and let the rest of it, the pain, the blame, the regret, the shame, just let it all burn to the ground.
Yeah.
You do not need to carry that unnecessary baggage with you anymore. It's truly liberating when you embrace that.
Wow. R&D in the burning house. Powerful images. And for the practical daily application, Mind Evolution shares a super simple shift, doesn't it? One that can help you win the day before it even officially starts.
Yes, this final piece of the habit code is all about turning these big ideas into a simple, powerful daily practice. And it begins with an unbelievably potent shift in the words you use, a shift that can fundamentally change how you experience your entire day.
Just changing words.
Just changing one word, primarily. Instead of waking up and thinking about all the things you have to do.
Which feels heavy, like an obligation.
Exactly. Just switch one word. Reframe them as things you get to do.
Get to.
Yeah. For example, I have to go to work becomes I get to go to work. I have to make that sales call becomes I get to make that sales call.
Shifting from obligation to opportunity.
Precisely. It's one tiny, almost imperceptible change, but it removes that victim mentality and transforms obligations into opportunities. It puts you squarely back in the driver's seat of your own experience.
I like that. Get to.
And you can lock this powerful mindset in every single day with a really simple 5-minute routine. First, feed your soul with some gratitude. Don't overthink it. Just take a moment to be genuinely grateful for 3 simple things.
Just 3 things.
Even if it's just the fact that you woke up. Second, feed your body with a big glass of water right after you get out of bed. Hydration is key.
Simple enough.
And third, start your engine with some kind of movement.
Yeah.
Even if it's just stretching for 60 seconds or a few jumping jacks, just get the blood flowing.
Soul, body, and
Soul, body, engine. That's it. 3 simple steps. You've just set yourself up to win the day, every single day. So as you reflect on these foundational habits, just consider this. What if that next level you've been dreaming of, The greater income, the deeper impact, the health, the life you've always wanted? What if it's just a few simple daily habits away from becoming your new reality? It's a powerful thought.
Shifting gears a bit now, mind evolution explores an even deeper, maybe more profound concept. What if you weren't just living your life, reacting to external circumstances, but actively creating it,
Mm.
moment by moment, from the inside out? This particular deep dive into their early content really gives you the literal keys to become the conscious architect of your own future.
This leads us to a truly critical question, one we all need to ask ourselves honestly. Are your thoughts, the things constantly replaying in your mind, actually building the life you desire? Or are they inadvertently trapping you in the past?
Trapping you in the past?
Oh.
How so?
For most of us, our inner world of thoughts and feelings simply runs on autopilot, which, almost by default, just creates the same reality day after day, week after week. Mind evolution dives deeply into how one single shift in your awareness can hand you back the controls.
Just becoming aware.
Awareness is the first step. Really consider this statistic they highlight. A staggering 90%, yes, 90% of the thoughts you're thinking today are the exact same thoughts you had yesterday.
90%. Wow.
That's repetitive.
It's incredibly repetitive. And this isn't just simple repetition, it's what they call a deep biological and psychological loop that quite literally keeps you locked into the same reality. All while you're maybe hoping for a new outcome, but you're running the same old internal program.
The hamster wheel of thought.
Precisely. This cycle creates a powerful feedback loop they term the trap of sameness. Your brain, you see, in its quest for efficiency, loves to automate familiar thoughts and behaviors. It saves energy.
Makes sense from a survival perspective. Totally. But what happens when those automated programs are based on limitation, worry, or fear? Well, your own biology starts working against you, actively keeping you stuck in patterns you desperately want to escape.
That's a truly fascinating and maybe for some a bit startling idea that our bodies can actually become chemically addicted to familiar emotions. Can you elaborate a bit on that biological feedback loop mind evolution describes? What's happening physiologically?
It is truly captivating, isn't it? And maybe a little unsettling at first. Mind evolution explains that your body can, quite literally, become chemically addicted to its own familiar emotions.
Chemically addicted, like to stress.
Exactly. Think
Yeah.
about it. Whether it's the cortisol hit from chronic stress or the specific neurochemistry associated with feeling unworthy or maybe resentful, your body just gets used to that particular chemical state over time.
It becomes the norm.
It becomes its normal, its perceived homeostasis. So when that chemical balance shifts, even slightly, the body then sends signals up to the brain, basically demanding that you think the thoughts that are going to produce its next emotional fix.
So the body is telling the brain what to think to get its fix.
In a way, yes. It's not a conscious craving like for chocolate, but a deep physiological demand for what's familiar, chemically speaking. It's a self-perpetuating cycle. Your body cues your mind creates the thoughts produce the chemicals your body is used to.
And round it goes.
And right. This is what keeps so many people stuck in cycles of anxiety or anger or even sadness without consciously realizing they're being driven, in part, by a biological need for that familiar feeling.
So if our thoughts and even our bodies can kind of conspire to keep us in this crap of sameness, how do we break free? It sounds like mind evolution suggests we have two very different fundamental modes of operation.
That's right. What all this really means is that we fundamentally operate from one of two distinct states, two modes. When you're primarily in survival mode, you're constantly reacting to your external world.
Like the traffic, the deadlines, the bank account.
Exactly. What someone said about you online. Your focus is outward, constantly scanning for threats or problems, reacting to circumstances. But in creation mode, well, that's an entirely different way of being.
Creation mode, what's that like?
In creation mode, you command your reality from the inside out. You become the cause of your circumstances, rather than simply being the effect of them. You initiate rather than just react. You're setting the tone from within.
That sounds like a monumental paradigm shift in itself, reclaiming that inner power.
It really is. And mind evolution reveals that this entire transformation, moving from survival to creation, all hinges on one single powerful shift.
Just one shift.
One core decision. The conscious decision to stop blaming your external circumstances or other people or the past and start taking radical responsibility for your life.
Radical responsibility, not just regular responsibility.
A radical, meaning total ownership. This is the exact moment you get back in the driver's seat, truly becoming the captain of your own ship, navigating your own course. This shift in perspective is everything.
How does it change things so dramatically?
When you take full, radical responsibility, you stop waiting for your outer world, the job, the relationship, the bank account, to change how you feel on the inside. Instead, you proactively start changing how you feel on the inside in order to transform your outer world.
Cause and effect reversed, inside out.
You become the cause, initiating change from within. What this truly means is that no matter what's happened to you in the past, no matter what challenges you face right now, your power is right here, right now.
In this present moment?
Always. You have the profound ability in this very moment to choose a new thought, a new action, a new emotional response. And this is precisely how you stop being merely a record of your past and start consciously becoming the architect of your future. It's incredibly empowering when you grasp it.
And it's crucial to emphasize, this isn't just some feel-good motivational philosophy, is it? Mind evolution grounds it deeply in hard science.
That's a crucial point, and it's something mind evolution excels at, connecting these concepts to demonstrable science. First, let's talk again about your brain. It's not static. It's incredibly plastic.
Neuroplasticity again.
Right. Think of it like a garden. Every time you have a new thought, learn something new, you're weakening old neural paths and carving out brand new ones. You can actively rewire your brain.
Like upgrading the software.
Exactly. To better support the person you're choosing to become. Then there's a concept from quantum physics that many cutting-edge thinkers are applying to personal creation. The quantum field.
Okay, the quantum field. Sounds complex.
Just think of it simply as this invisible field of infinite possibilities, all existing simultaneously as potential. Now, according to this model, your electromagnetic signature, which is just the combined energy of your dominant thoughts and your prevailing feelings.
Thoughts plus feelings equals signature.
Right. That signature is what tunes into and selects one of those potential realities, drawing it right into your life, making it manifest. And this completely flips our old conventional way of thinking.
How so?
We're all taught to believe it when we see it, right? Only accept what our senses confirm. But this new model suggests the total opposite. You'll see it when you believe it.
See it when you believe it.
What that truly means is you have to feel the gratitude, the abundance, or the joy of your desired future before it ever shows up physically. That sustained, elevated feeling is the precise signal you send to the quantum field.
The feeling is the signal.
That feeling is the signal, telling it what you choose to create. It's like placing an energetic order.
Okay, so this is monumental, a total shift in how we approach living. How do we actually integrate this into our daily lives? What's the practical blueprint for breaking free from the past and really becoming the conscious creator?
Mind evolution provides a simple, yet profoundly effective blueprint for this. It's designed as a daily practice. First up, intention.
Setting the intention for the day.
Yes, but more specifically, don't just wake up and let the day happen to you, allowing old programs to dictate your present. Instead, connect vividly with your future self, the person you aspire to be, before your past thoughts and old patterns have a chance to fully kick in.
Prime yourself for creation mode first thing.
Exactly. Second, awareness. Start diligently noticing your automatic negative thoughts. The key here isn't judging them, not beating yourself up. Just observe them. Oh, there's that thought again.
Detached observation.
That detached observation is the crucial first step to creating space and then choosing differently. Third, ask better questions. Instead of disempowering questions like, why me, or why does this always happen, consciously pivot.
To what?
To empowering questions like, what can I learn from this? Or how can this serve my growth? Or what's the opportunity here? And finally, you have to reinforce trust.
Trust in what? The process.
Trust in the process. Trust in a future you can't yet see. Use practices like meditation or guided visualization to connect with that future you that exists as potential in the quantum field. You have to internalize this fundamental law. You cannot create a new future while you're living in the energy of your past. It's simply not possible energetically. Your focus, your attention, your emotional energy must shift.
From problems to possibilities.
From the familiar problems you already know to the unknown possibilities that you're actively calling in. And I've got to tell you, when you start this inner work, you will feel uncomfortable.
It won't feel familiar.
It won't feel familiar, and that can feel scary. But do not retreat. That feeling of uncertainty, that emotional discomfort, is not a sign you're on the wrong path. Quite the opposite.
What is it then?
It is, as mind evolution beautifully describes, the biological and emotional feeling of your old neural pathways breaking down to make way for the new you. It is literally the feeling of growth itself. So embrace it. Lean into it.
Connecting perfectly with that idea of rewiring your internal landscape, Mind Evolution dedicates a powerful deep dive specifically to the actual science of changing your mind. We often feel our brains are fixed, don't we? Like we're just stuck with the brain we were born with, that old can't teach an old dog new tricks idea.
Hmm?
But what if that deeply ingrained belief is the very thing holding you back? They talk about this true brain superpower called neuroplasticity.
That old saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, it's so pervasive, isn't it? It reflects this old, outdated idea that our brains just get stuck, that change becomes harder or impossible after a certain age.
Yeah, I'm just wired this way.
I'm just wired this way. And while it sounds like common sense, our deep dive into mind evolution powerfully challenges us. What if that single belief is the very thing that's been holding you back? What if it's completely, demonstrably wrong?
So the brain isn't fixed.
Not at all. Your brain was never meant to be a hardwired static machine. Instead, it's an incredible, living, dynamic network, specifically designed to learn, adapt, and grow your entire life.
Our whole lives, not just when we're young.
Our entire lives. This amazing inherent ability, this brain superpower, has a name: neuroplasticity. And once you truly grasp this, its implications, you realize you have so much more profound control over your mind, your destiny, than you ever thought possible.
So, neuroplasticity, what does that actually mean?
Put simply, neuroplasticity is the concept that your brain is, well, changeable, malleable. It's not set in stone. Think of it more like soft clay or plastic. Every single thing you experience, every thought you entertain, every action you take, it's all physically changing its structure and function.
Constantly being remolded.
Constantly being molded, updated, and reshaped by your living experience, whether you're aware of it or not.
That sounds absolutely revolutionary, but how does it actually work on a fundamental level? What's going on inside our heads that makes all this constant rewiring possible?
It all comes down to the microscopic building blocks. Your brain has approximately 86 billion neurons. Just let that number sink in.
86 billion, that's astronomical.
It is. Each one is like a tiny computer. And the real magic, what makes you you, is how they connect. Mind evolution uses that fantastic, relatable analogy: the forest path.
Ah, yes, the forest path. Remind us.
Imagine you're trying to create a path in a really dense, overgrown forest. The first time, it's tough, right? Pushing branches, tripping on roots.
Slow going.
Slow going. But what happens if you walk that exact same path every single day, consistently?
It gets easier, becomes a clear path.
Exactly. You beat it down, it gets clearer, wider, easier to walk. That's precisely what's happening in your brain microscopically. Every time you have a thought or learn a skill, certain neurons fire up. The more you repeat it, the stronger the connection, the synapse between them gets.
Like paving the path.
Like paving it. It becomes a well-worn, efficient pathway. This is the biological truth behind that famous saying in neuroscience: neurons that fire together wire together. The more you use a neural pathway, the more deeply it's etched into your brain structure.
That's incredibly clear. And this isn't just theory, right? It's actually happening all the time in the real world. Can you give us some concrete examples of neuroplasticity in action?
Absolutely. This isn't just some cool theory. It's happening constantly, often without us noticing. We see neuroplasticity everywhere, from incredible stories of recovery to the simple act of learning something new. You can see it working in two major ways.
Okay.
First, there's healing, what scientists call compensatory plasticity. It's truly amazing. After a brain injury, like from trauma or a stroke, healthy, undamaged parts of the brain can actually learn to take over the jobs of the damaged parts.
Wow, the brain reroutes itself.
It literally reroutes, compensating for the loss. Then there's growth, or experience-dependent plasticity. This is happening all the time. Every time you learn a new skill, playing the piano, speaking Spanish, mastering software, picking up a hobby,
Anything new.
you're actively creating brand new neural pathways and strengthening existing ones. So it's the same fundamental power used for repair and for continuous growth and adaptation. It's how we evolve as individuals.
But here's a crucial, almost sobering point Mind Evolution emphasizes. This power, this incredible ability, is entirely neutral. It's not inherently good or bad, which I find fascinating.
That's a truly profound observation, and it's critical to grasp. This immense power of neuroplasticity is neutral. Your brain doesn't inherently distinguish between a good habit and a bad one by our societal labels.
It just wires what's repeated.
Exactly. The very same biological process that helps you effortlessly learn a new instrument is the exact same process that can wire in a harmful addiction, a negative thought pattern, or a self-sabotaging behavior. It simply strengthens whatever paths you use the most.
Whatever you practice grows stronger.
Precisely. This is a huge life-altering insight because it means we are always shaping our brains with every single choice we make, every thought, every action, whether we realize it or not. The brain constantly adapts to what you feed it.
This is where it all clicks into place for me. If our brains are constantly changing based on what we do and think, then we have the power to start doing that on purpose.
Bingo.
You're not just a passenger in your own mind, you're the actual architect.
Exactly. If your brain is constantly changing based on focus, action, thought, then you have this incredible, almost divine ability to start doing that deliberately. You can take the wheel.
Steer your own brain development.
You don't have to be a passenger, passively accepting whatever comes. You can become the architect of your own mind, consciously designing its landscape. And you know what the most incredible part is? The part that so honestly blows my mind.
What's that?
You don't even have to move a muscle to get started. Seriously.
How does that work?
It's a concept called mental practice. And the research is just astounding. It shows that when you simply imagine doing something vividly with all your senses, like playing a song perfectly, sinking a basketball shot, delivering a flawless presentation,
Just imagining it.
your brain activates the exact same neural structures as if you were physically doing it. Think about that. Your thoughts alone can create real physical changes in your brain. Your internal world is a dynamic laboratory.
So, given this incredible understanding, what's the practical toolkit? What specific steps can we take to cultivate a more plastic, adaptable brain? Encourage positive change.
So what does this mean practically? We can actively build a toolkit for fostering a more plastic brain, and science gives clear pointers. Most of the non-negotiables: daily physical exercise, boost blood flow, neurogenesis, and consistently good sleep.
The foundations.
The absolute foundations. But beyond that, lots of other cool stuff. Learning a new language is like a full workout for the brain. Playing an instrument, engaging in creative arts like painting or sculpting, these force new connections.
Using different parts of the brain.
Exactly. Even playing certain complex 3D video games or intentionally traveling somewhere new, forcing yourself to navigate unfamiliar environments, compels adaptation.
Getting out of the comfort zone.
Ultimately, anything that is new and challenging, anything that pulls you out of your routine, is literally fertilizer for your brain. It's feeding the very engine of growth and adaptation. So as you reflect on this astounding capability, if you could deliberately rewire just one part of your life, one limiting belief, one unhelpful habit, where would you genuinely choose to start today?
Moving on to another profoundly foundational habit that Mind Evolution explores, and it's something, again, you already have full, immediate access to right now: gratitude.
Gratitude. So simple yet so powerful.
And this isn't just about superficial positive thinking or just saying thanks. It's presented as a powerful, scientifically validated tool that can literally reshape your brain for success and well-being.
That's right. This isn't just fluff. We're talking about a practical hack, grounded in real neuroscience, a practice that actively changes your brain's physical structure and its chemistry.
Actively changes the brain. Wow.
The core idea is incredibly simple, but profoundly impactful. The more you consciously focus on and acknowledge the good that's already present in your life, the more good you'll naturally begin to notice, attract, and create.
Like attracts like, in a way.
It's like a powerful snowball effect of positivity, a virtuous cycle building on itself. It truly is a universally accessible tool anyone can start using right now.
And here's where things get truly compelling. What exactly is happening inside your head, physiologically, when you practice gratitude consistently? What's the neuroscience behind it?
Okay, this is fascinating. Studies consistently show that the simple, intentional act of giving thanks can alter the very molecular structure of your brain. It's a real-world demonstration of neuroplasticity.
Down to the molecular level.
Right down to the chemical level. It starts by triggering two crucial neurotransmitters. First, dopamine, the reward chemical, makes you feel good, motivates you to repeat it.
Feel good ahead.
And second, serotonin, the mood lifter, contributes to feelings of well-being and happiness. Gratitude essentially creates this natural high.
A natural antidepressant, almost.
In a way, yes. But it goes deeper than just chemistry. Research links consistent gratitude practice to a higher volume of gray matter, more processing power in key brain areas.
Which area?
Areas vital for memory, emotional control, and sharp decision-making. You are literally building a better brain day by day simply by cultivating this mindset.
That's amazing. So how does all this compelling science translate into practical results you can actually see and feel beyond just feeling good? What are the real-world benefits?
The benefits are absolutely tangible. Huge impact on well-being. We're talking a significant reduction in toxic emotions like envy, resentment, regret.
Things that really weigh you down?
Exactly. It demonstrably improves sleep quality, boosts immune function, making you more resilient physically. And critically, it helps you bounce back faster from life's challenges.
Increases resilience.
Absolutely. The physical effects are measurable. For example, some studies show a simple gratitude journal can lower blood pressure by as much as 10%,
Just from writing things down.
just from consistently focusing on the good. This flips a common misconception. Many think, I'll be grateful when I'm successful. But mind evolution flips it. Gratitude's the cause, not the result, of a happy and successful life.
Start with gratitude.
It's the essential starting point, not the destination.
To the big practical question, how do you make this incredibly powerful tool a consistent part of your routine? The good news is it doesn't need to be complicated.
No, it really doesn't. The good news is you don't need tons of time. Just a simple, actionable blueprint. Mind Evolution suggests. Start and end your day by jotting down 3 things you're grateful for.
3 things, morning and night.
That's it. Make a point to tell someone you appreciate them. A text, a quick word, and crucially, learn to be truly present and savor those small joys.
The little moments.
The taste of coffee, sunshine, a friendly wave. Consistency is key. To make it easier, think thanks.
An acronym. Okay.
T, taking time. H, highlighting positive. A, acknowledging others. N, nature appreciation. K, kindness. S, savoring.
Thanks. That's helpful.
It's a simple guide. Integrating this isn't just a wellness hack. Mind Evolution asserts it's a core component of living a fulfilling and truly high-achieving life.
From building a better brain with gratitude, let's talk about something incredibly liberating. Inner freedom. This is a fundamental challenge for so many of us. How do we truly learn to let go of things that weigh us down? Past hurts, resentments.
It's a challenge almost all of us face, isn't it? That feeling
Yeah.
of being stuck, weighed down by something from the past, maybe even yesterday. Why is it so hard to just let go?
It feels like it takes energy to hold on to it.
It does. As Mind Evolution points out, holding on to resentment, anger, guilt literally feels corrosive. It eats away at our peace, our potential, our happiness, even our physical health. And tragically, it creates a ripple effect.
How so?
The cycle where, as the saying goes, hurt people hurt people. This isn't about blame. It's understanding this human pattern so we can break free from it.
And here's the most crucial and frankly, often revolutionary point Mind Evolution makes. Forgiveness isn't for them, it's for you.
That reframe is everything. It's absolutely crucial. The big secret, it's not for them, it's for you. We mistakenly think it's about absolving someone else, letting them off the hook. But it's not.
What is it then?
It's an act of radical self-liberation. It's about you reclaiming your own inner freedom and your own inner coherence.
So why do we fight it so hard? Why cling to the hurt?
The ego mind. It often builds an entire architecture around the hurt. We get invested in being right, holding on to our story of being wronged. Sometimes, subconsciously, we become addicted to the pain of our narrative.
Or we think they don't deserve it.
Exactly. Or we believe the other person doesn't deserve forgiveness. That's the inner resistance we must overcome for our own sake.
But what if there was a simple, ancient practice that could just neutralize all that resistance, that egoic attachment? Mind Evolution shares a brilliant tool called Ho'oponopono.
Yes, Ho'oponopono. It's absolutely brilliant, deceptively simple, and Mind Evolution has seen it transform lives. It all comes down to 4 powerful sentences repeated as a mantra.
What are they?
I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. They seem simple, but their purpose is profound.
Yeah.
Clearing out negative resonance within yourself, taking responsibility for your inner experience.
It's an internal clearing process.
Exactly. The power is illustrated by that incredible true story of Dr. Ihaya Lakala Helen, the psychologist assigned to a ward for criminally insane prisoners in Hawaii.
Right. The one who didn't even meet them.
Correct. He never met with them directly. He just reviewed their files and, in his office, repeated the 4 Ho'oponopono sentences to himself, directing them toward the parts of himself that resonated with their issues.
And what happened?
It was miraculous. The entire ward transformed. Prisoners healed, violence stopped, many were eventually released. It brilliantly illustrates By healing ourselves, we can literally influence and heal the world around us.
That story is truly astonishing. So, how can you apply this powerful tool in your own life starting now? It sounds like it goes beyond just major traumas.
Absolutely. This isn't just for huge past traumas. Mind evolution suggests it's a powerful daily practice for clearing space and maintaining your own mental well-being.
Like mental hygiene.
Exactly. Use it after a tense conversation, when you see troubling news, or even to forgive past versions of yourself.
Forgiving your past self, that's profound.
It is. You can't have consciousness without first having been unconscious. Have compassion for your own journey. Ultimately, all these practices, radical responsibility, gratitude, letting go, they lead back to your heart, which Mind Evolution says has a much vaster intelligence than your intellect alone,
Right.
aligning mind and heart.
Okay, let's talk about something that often generates a lot of hype, maybe some skepticism. But mind evolution takes a really practical, almost scientific approach to it. The law of attraction.
Ah, yes, the law of attraction, often misunderstood.
Forget the pop culture wishing wells. This is about understanding the actual mechanics of how it truly works according to mind evolution.
Right. We've interviewed so many successful people, and this idea keeps coming up. But mind evolution demystifies it. Forget the hype. Think of it less like cosmic wishing, more like the law of gravity.
Like gravity. How?
It's not a belief system. It's a fundamental law of the universe. It's always on, always in operation, whether you believe in it or know about it or not. It's not philosophy. It's physics, an energetic principle.
So if it's always working, the real question isn't whether it exists, but what exactly is it responding to? Where's the attraction coming from?
Exactly. If it's always working, what is it responding to? The source isn't out there somewhere disconnected from you. Nope. It's right here inside of us.
Inside our minds.
If you want to understand what you're attracting, you have to understand the operating system that's sending out the signal in the first place, your mind. Mind evolution uses a simple diagram. Conscious mind, subconscious mind, and body, the instrument.
Okay. Conscious, subconscious body.
The crucial difference, your conscious mind, thinking, intellect, educated, can choose to accept, reject ideas. But the subconscious mind, the emotional mind, has absolutely no ability to reject. It must accept everything impressed upon it.
It just accepts.
And crucially, it can't tell the difference between what's real and what is just vividly imagined. That lack of distinction is key.
And that right there brings us back to the core problem. If you consciously think, I want more success, why doesn't it just automatically happen? Why do people get stuck?
Because your conscious thoughts aren't the primary driver long term. Your results, your consistent reality, are dictated by a hidden program deep in your subconscious. Mind evolution calls it a paradigm.
A paradigm, like a program running in the background.
Exactly. A massive collection of habits and beliefs, programmed largely before you could think for yourself. It controls automatic behavior, actions, and your vibration, your energetic output.
So the paradigm sets the vibration.
Your conscious thoughts, yes, but more powerfully, your subconscious paradigm sets your overall vibration. That vibration acts like a broadcast signal, dictating what you attract. The principle. You attract whatever is in harmony with you.
Which explains the internal tug of war.
Perfectly. A new goal, Y-type idea, like earn more money, versus an old paradigm, X-type program, like money is hard. The old program freaks out, creates resistance, kicking out the new thought. This is why just thinking positive so often feels like it doesn't work. You haven't changed the program.
So if this paradigm is the root of the problem, how do we resolve this conflict? How do we rewrite the code? Mind evolution turns to a pretty smart guy, Albert Einstein.
Indeed. Einstein gave us the ultimate clue. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. He wasn't being poetic. He meant literal physics.
Match the frequency, like tuning a radio.
Exactly like tuning a radio. Everything is energy vibrating at a frequency. The life, health, money you want already exists, just on a different frequency. You can't hear 98.7 if tuned to 105.1. You must change the dial internally.
But how do you tune into a reality your senses tell you doesn't exist yet? We rely on our senses.
And Einstein addressed that too. He honored the faithful servant, rational mind, 5 senses, but said we forgot the sacred gift, intuitive mind. That gift includes tools designed specifically to perceive and create beyond our physical reality.
What tools?
Your higher faculties. Imagination, will, perception, reason, memory, intuition. It's not about what you see now. It's using imagination to build a crystal clear vision of what isn't there, and will to hold your focus on it, even when reality contradicts it. These are mental muscles we need to use.
Okay, so this is huge. How do we make this a practical, step-by-step process listeners can apply?
It's remarkably straightforward. Mind evolution provides a clear four-step process.
Use imagination to build a clear, detailed image of the reality you want. Sensory-rich visualization.
See it clearly.
Step 2, get emotionally involved with that image. Feel it deeply, the joy, gratitude, peace of having it. That impresses it on the subconscious.
Feel it is real.
Step 3, use your will to hold on to that new image and feeling, especially when external circumstances contradict it. Persistence is key here.
Hold the vision.
Step 4, this new consistent vibration starts to attract everything it needs, people, ideas, opportunities to make it physical, and crucially, you don't even have to know how it's all going to happen.
Trust the process, like Steve Jobs said about connecting dots backward.
Exactly. Your job isn't the how, it's to get on the frequency and stay there. This new awareness becomes your new home base, your new normal. Your outer world has no choice but to start rearranging itself to match the model you've built in your imagination.
Inner world creates outer world.
The core takeaway: your inner world is the cause, the outer world is just the effect.
Building on that, Mind Evolution shares an incredible, almost unbelievable story illustrating how deeply this works. Someone earning just $4,000 a year, deep in debt, became a millionaire in under 5 years. And the secret wasn't business strategy.
It's a transformation that sounds like a fable, but understanding how it happened is key. Picture this. 1961, a 26-year-old guy, Bob Proctor. No formal education, zero business experience, earning $4,000 a year. Lost, adrift.
And in debt, too, right?
Worse than broke. $6,000 in debt, which was huge money back then, going backwards fast. But then, almost overnight, something shifted internally. In 1 year, income exploded to $175,000.
From $4K to $175K in a year.
Wow. And in less than 5 years, consistently over $1 million a year. For years, even he couldn't fully explain it. It wasn't luck, not a fancy business plan. It was something much, much deeper.
So what was the big secret he finally figured out? The breakthrough.
It was a total game changer. His incredible success wasn't really about what he did externally. It was almost entirely about how he thought. His mentors taught him this unbelievable lesson. Extraordinary results are only about 5% strategy and a jaw-dropping 95% mindset. It's almost all in your head.
95% mindset.
That was the light bulb moment. His life didn't transform when he took different actions. His actions changed because he had first rewritten his deep internal programming about what was possible. He changed his inner world first.
So what is this invisible program running your life, this deep internal programming? Mind Evolution calls it a paradigm.
Exactly. What is this powerful, invisible program? It's your paradigm. As Mind Evolution defines it, the collection of all your habits and beliefs stored deep in your subconscious, the operating system on your computer.
Running the show since 97% of behavior is habitual.
Precisely. It's running the show beneath conscious awareness, remember. Conscious mind, thinking, educated, chooses, versus subconscious mind, emotional, programmed, must accept what's impressed, can't tell real from imagined.
That difference is critical.
This invisible paradigm dictates nearly everything: perception, time use, creativity, productivity, logic, and your ability to earn money like a financial thermostat.
Stuck at a certain setting.
This explains that incredibly frustrating feeling of knowing exactly what you should be doing, but you just can't seem to do it consistently. Your results are a perfect print out of your paradigm, not what you know in your head.
Okay, so if this paradigm is the root cause, how in the world do we fix it? How do we consciously rewrite this deep-seated code?
The method Bob Proctor learned, what Mind Evolution teaches, was surprisingly, almost shockingly simple. The genius isn't complexity. It's using massive, consistent repetition to impress a brand new idea, a new reality, onto that subconscious emotional mind.
Repetition to reprogram.
Exactly. The specific tool is often called the one-card method. He'd write his new goal, like income, on a small card, carry it everywhere. By reading it over and over and over, aloud if possible, he reprogrammed his paradigm.
To accept the new goal as current truth.
Yes, as his new normal. This builds that deep internal belief needed to push past limitations, internal and external. Because once you do something that you were told was impossible, all that outside noise, it just fades away. So taking an honest look at your results, finances, health, relationships, ask, what story is my current program writing for me? And if you don't like that story, what new one are you going to start writing today?
From understanding our inner world and attracting what we want, Mind Evolution also tackles something deeply human: and universal. How to repair relationships that feel broken. And the good news, lasting repair is almost always possible.
It's a universal challenge, isn't it? That feeling a connection is shattered, maybe beyond repair. But mind evolution insists real, lasting repair is almost always possible. It comes down to spotting and stopping a few key toxic communication habits.
Toxic habits, what are they?
Research highlights 3 really toxic communication habits that act like poison: contempt, condescension, and character assassination, the 3 C's.
Okay, contempt first.
Contempt is the big one. Most corrosive. Single biggest predictor of divorce. It's a deep feeling the other person is fundamentally bad or beneath you. You communicate with ill will. You must fix the feeling first.
Can't fake your way past contempt.
No. Then condescension. Sneaky. A tone saying, I'm smarter or I'm better, often unconscious. A huge chunk of people can't even identify a condescending tone in themselves. A massive, invisible wall.
Lack of awareness is key there. And character assassination.
That's when disagreement becomes about who someone is. You're a liar, you're awful, attacking identity, incredibly hard to come back from.
So we've laid out the poisons. What's the antidote? Mind evolution says it starts with one foundational shift in perspective.
This is the idea that changes the game. The simple yet profound understanding that every single person you meet is carrying their own baggage, their own struggles, their own history you probably know nothing about.
Seeing the unseen baggage.
When you truly adopt this mindset, it naturally makes you more patient, more kind, less judgmental. Their reaction might be triggered by their past, not you. This awareness is a powerful act of compassion.
Doesn't mean excusing behavior, just understanding the context.
Exactly. Your job isn't to be their therapist, just acknowledge their struggles. That alone can stop conflict and open doors.
Once that compassionate mindset is locked in, we can move to the actual tools for repair. Appreciation and apology. It boils down to a choice.
Right. With that mindset, we use the tools. Appreciation and apology. It's a choice. Are you operating from an ego-driven mindset? Blame, being right, or a repair-focused mindset, connection, owning your part.
Protect the relationship, not the ego.
Precisely. Appreciation is more than thank you. Actively choose to see the whole person. Good intentions, struggles. Build respect even during disagreement.
Apology.
Apologize quickly. Not necessarily admitting you were factually wrong, but that the interaction went badly. Hey, I'm sorry that got so tense. Immediately takes the ego out. Puts the focus back on the connection.
Diffuses tension.
Instantly.
And finally, a skill that when you get it right is like a superpower for fixing relationships. Truly listening and creating space.
It starts here. Let them express themselves fully without immediately labeling it. Oh, here they go again. Allow them to speak without judgment.
Just listen, without interrupting or diagnosing.
Reframe venting as they're sharing or thinking out loud. It's how they process. Give them safe space. And this is crucial. Someone else expressing anger, sadness doesn't mean you have to absorb it.
Don't take it on.
You can be a calm, steady presence without getting sucked in. Hold space. The big idea in conflict, someone has to be the first one to let go of the need to be right.
Choose connection over winning.
Choose humility over pride, compassion over contempt, serving the relationship over winning. And that person can be you.
To wrap up this incredible review of Mind Evolution's foundational content, they reveal one of the most powerful yet often overlooked tools you possess, your imagination. Not just daydreaming, but a fundamental force.
Ever woken from a vivid dream feeling it was totally real? Heart pounding. That's a huge clue. It reveals a fascinating little quirk, a blind spot in telling real from vividly imagined.
Not a flaw, but a feature.
Exactly. A feature we can use. Here's the core principle Mind Evolution emphasizes. Your mind literally cannot tell the difference between a real-world experience and an experience that you imagine with vivid sensory detail. This is the master key.
Mind can't tell real from imagined.
Einstein nailed it. Imagination is more powerful than knowledge. Knowledge is what is. Imagination is what can be. Knowledge describes the world. Imagination builds the world that could be. The engine of all creation, all change.
Now, this might sound a little like wishful thinking, right? But Mind Evolution backs this up with some truly mind-bending science.
Precisely why it's not just theory. 2 groundbreaking studies. First, University of Chicago basketball free throws, 3 groups for 30 days. Group A practiced physically. Group B did nothing. Group C only imagined practicing perfect shots.
The visualization group.
Results. Group A improved 24%. Group B, no change. Group C improved 23%. Their mental practice was nearly as effective as actual physical practice.
Wow. mental practice works.
Then Harvard's Dr. Ellen Langer's counterclockwise study. Goal: reverse biological effects of aging using mind power.
Even more ambitious.
Men in 70s, 80s lived for 1 week in a retreat retrofitted to look feel like 1959. Instructions: live, act, and think as if it was 1959.
Immerse themselves in the past mentally.
Results: absolutely astonishing. Measurable improvements in hearing, vision, physical strength, some left canes, memory. Independent group rated after photos as visibly younger. Their bodies had physically changed to match the reality they were imagining.
That's mind-blowing. Bodies changed based on imagined reality. So what does this mean for us? How do we use this crazy powerful principle like Roger Bannister did?
It all comes down to conscious mental rehearsal. Before 1954, experts believed running a mile under 4 minutes was physically impossible. Human body couldn't do it.
The physical barrier belief.
Roger Bannister trained his body and mind. He mentally rehearsed the entire race over and over, visualizing crossing the finish line with a time starting with a 3. He had already achieved the impossible in his mind countless times.
He broke the barrier mentally first.
So when he raced, his mind-body knew it was possible. He smashed it in 1954. But the most important part, weeks later others did it, then more. What changed? Not shoes or training, belief. Bannister changed the collective imagination of what was possible.
He broke the mental barrier for everyone. That's profound. And it brings it all right back to you, listener. This mental rehearsal, it's happening all the time, aware or not. So the question is, what are you mentally rehearsing daily?
Are you replaying past mistakes, worrying, practicing failure? Or are you, like Bannister, visualizing the success, well-being, relationships you want? Mind Evolution offers a simple formula.
Okay, the formula.
First, see what you want. Get crystal clear in your mind's eye. Second, feel the result. Feel the emotions of having already achieved it. Don't just see success, feel it in your bones.
See it, feel it.
Third, believe it's possible, truly, deeply. Fourth, back it up with daily action. Imagination is the blueprint, but work builds the house.
Visualize and act.
Einstein ran thought experiments. You can become your own thought experimenter, the lead scientist in the laboratory of your own mind. You have the power to consciously choose focus, rehearsal, and literally build the future you want from the inside out.
Wow. What an incredible journey through some of the amazing foundational wisdom from Mind Evolution's early content, those first 10 videos. We've covered so much ground.
Procrastination, habits, reality creation,
Neuroplasticity, gratitude, inner freedom, law of attraction mechanics.
paradigm shifts, relationship repair, and the immense power of imagination.
You are now armed with so many profound insights to truly accelerate your personal evolution.
Indeed. What truly stand out and what Mind Evolution consistently reinforces is how all these insights connect to one powerful core truth. Your transformation isn't some far-off dream.
It's not dependent on external things changing first.
Exactly. It's a powerful decision you can make today, right here, right now, from the inside out. We're truly dedicated to bringing you these kinds of transformative tools, and this is just the beginning.
Many more deep dives to come.
Absolutely. Many more topics, always aiming to help everyone advance and get the best results on their unique path to evolution and success.
Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into Mind Evolution's foundational content. If this resonated, if you had any aha moments, please hit that like button.
Share it with someone who needs to hear it.
And of course, subscribe to join our growing community of people committed to building their absolute best lives. Your support truly helps us bring this vital knowledge to more people.
It really does.
And for those of you truly ready to take this to the next level, Mind Evolution offers a premium package. Exclusive deep dive explainers, guided exercises, powerful meditations.
Designed to sharpen your focus and accelerate your journey even further. It's the next logical step, if you're serious. As we close out this deep dive, consider this. All the knowledge in the world, however brilliant, is ultimately useless without action. The decision, as it always will be, is entirely in your hands.
Knowledge isn't power, applied knowledge is.
Precisely. So ask yourself right now, what one insight from today's deep dive, what one practical tool will you apply in your life starting today to unlock your very next level? Act now.
Keep growing, keep learning, and we'll catch you on the next deep dive.